has been so much going on with Ubisoft and their new Assassin's Creed, changing everything, entire countries boycotting the game, demanding they remove things. And by countries, I mean literally every single one of them. Americans don't want this. Japan doesn't want this. Japan's asking them to remove things. And then they have earnings calls that are going disastrously sideways, where they might be in legal trouble for lying to investors. But we're gonna start with some of this, so let's get into it, okay? So Ubisoft desperately tells players they can skip playing as the Black Samurai Yasuke for any reason in Assassin's Creed Shadows. So they have completely removed being able. Well, okay, hold on. Let me rephrase that. You can play as the Black Samurai, but you have to specifically choose to, is what Ubisoft is trying to tell us. Going from being the main promotional character where they're showing off him in video games to now, we're just gonna quietly put that in the background. Not because they can't remove it, because then they piss off the DEI crowd, which isn't going to buy the game anyway. So now it's you have to specifically pick to play as the Black Samurai. This is the ultimate cope. Ubisoft is ruined for this. Game after game where they inject DEI narratives and force you to play. I mean, Rainbow Six Siege, where they give you a character in a wheelchair in a fast-paced shooting game. No, you're in a wheelchair, buddy. Let's go. Like, no, I'm done with Ubisoft. Anybody who's saying Ubisoft's doing fantastic is fucking lying to you. But let me just prove how much they're lying to you here. 2021, Ubisoft saw its peak in its stock, doing absolutely phenomenal. Again, this was during COVID, so things were a little different back then. But still, 2021, you're peaking out at $83 a share. Ubisoft bros were loving it. Fast forward to 2025, after all the garbage we've got, $11.13. Anybody who's telling you Ubisoft's doing amazing and that they're getting amazing support and everybody's buying their game is straight up fucking lying. And I'd say they were getting paid by Ubisoft, but Ubisoft is too broke to even pay them because they're on the verge of financial collapse. Insert the AI generated Black Samurai begging. Yeah, that's going to be a thumbnail. And alleged investor deception as Assassin's Creed devs work hard to spin financial ruin as a positive. It's totally okay, bros. It's okay we're not making money. It's okay our stock's in the shitter. It's okay that everybody in every country hates this game. But I highlighted some specifics here. Ubisoft is also drowning in debt, with its total debt to EBITDA ratio sitting at a disastrous negative 21.1. For context, a negative EBITDA means that Ubisoft is losing money even before accounting for interest, taxes, and other expenses. There's no positive spin for this. They're losing money before they pay people. They're at a loss before they even account for paying anything. To make matters worse, Ubisoft's financial target for the fiscal year of 2025 is to merely break even rather than turn a profit. Adding to this bleak outlook, the report confirms that Ubisoft has already closed 4 production studios and implemented targeted restructurings. So essentially, Ubisoft's shutting down studios, trying to sell off assets, which I said in a previous video about this. They're probably setting up to be sold out to some company, which is probably going to be worse for Ubisoft. Because we look at every game studio that's been bought out, regardless of their size. They got bought out by somebody and it makes everything even worse. And for anybody who wants to say that nobody's boycotting this game and everybody loves this game, Japan itself, the entire country, is demanding that they remove things from the game because of how they destroy their sacred temples, which I don't think would be so bad. I think this would probably fly under the radar if Ubisoft had just either made an Asian samurai or even a white dude who was LARPing as a samurai and trying to hide. Like, I think that would even be okay, but the fact that you had to turn it into a black guy and then make all these claims that this is historically accurate, and then when you get backlash, say, well, it's fantasy, it's fiction, it's not meant to be real, and then again the next week pumping out another article or another press statement that says, we're going for historical accuracy here. this would probably fly under the radar and nobody would actually give a shit. But Ubisoft has to go run their damn mouths and speak out of both sides to try and sell this game that nobody likes and nobody wants, even though it's the game we've wanted for a very long time. People have absolutely wanted to see the Assassin's Creed universe hit the ninja stories and do some badass shit. And instead, this is what we got. Ubisoft has destroyed themselves over and over and over again. We're never getting a good Rainbow Six. We're never getting another good Ghost Recon. We're never getting a new good Assassin's Creed. The best we can hope for is other companies, foreign companies, specifically Korea and Japan, who kind of have a worse model with all the gacha games. But I mean, there is hope, right? Because I mean, we've literally just watched a Chinese dev company pump out a game that had 2 million players on Steam at the exact same time. 2 million. Which is why when I look at all these games and people are like, look, it's an astounding success. There's 100,000 players on Steam. There's 200,000 players on Steam. It's like, bro, that's a pittance. That's a pittance. I can see these companies that everybody's like, we're totally going to go with the woke narrative, do absolutely disgusting shit in their games and get 100,000 or 200,000 live players. And then a random Chinese game company comes out and throws out a game and gets 2 million players. And people call that an astounding success that you had 100,000 or 200,000 players. It's absolute cope, especially from a major studio, something with huge backing. You should be putting up 1 million and 2 million live player accounts, but you can't do it. But I want to hear everybody's thoughts in the comments section, because this has been absolutely fantastic to watch the death of Ubisoft after how many years of them shoveling shit on us, to watch them on the verge of bankruptcy and have to sell everything. I want to hear it all in the comment section, guys. While you're there, make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you share this one out. Until the next one, guys, be easy like sleazy.